Warner Brothers Discovery said Thursday that the release of 3 big budget action and fantasy films will be pushed to later dates. Dune 2 is one of those films. Initial release date November the 3rd. It's been pushed back to March the 15th of 2024. Godzilla x Kong. That also another big budget movie that's been pushed back as well. And Lord of the Rings, an animated feature, that also has been delayed. Mayowa Apaflo, she is of course Senior Associate with Financial Derivatives Company Limited, joins us now to discuss. Mayowa, good morning to you. Thank you so much. Good to have you back. Good to see you again. What's happening? Why are the delays here?
Well, a combination of reasons. You know, the Screen Writers Guild and Screen Actors and Writers Guild went on strike when they couldn't reach new collective bargaining agreement with the Alliance of Motion Pictures and TV Producers. This is the body representing the big producers like Warner Brothers, Disney, Paramount Global. And right now, so in their negotiations, they've reached an impasse in their negotiations, and the impasse or obstacle is centered around pay. The unions are asking for higher pay. They say that especially from the streaming part of the business, they say that these companies are getting more profit and they are not getting from it, considering that they are some part of the brain behind the success of the movies. And so they're asking for 2% of the revenue streams, as well as a formula to compensate them for the popularity of the shows that they work on. Then the residuals, they're asking for higher residuals and for that to be paid for a longer time. Residuals is like the payment that they receive when the shows that they worked on are re-aired or streamed. And then they're also looking for improvement in their healthcare plans. They want the companies to pay more, contribute more to their healthcare plans. And so these are like the major areas where the points that they're having issues with the traditional TV producers.
Now, if we look at, we have Dune, if you look at how these movies have performed, Dune doing over 400 million, Godzilla Kong, the last one doing over 400 as well. You know how successful The Lord of the Rings was. How important is it to have the actors available to promote these upcoming films?
Well, actors are, you say they're a crucial part of the marketing process, right? They're the most recognizable visual part of a movie. When you see a movie, the actors are what oftentimes will drive you to the movie, like also with the storyline. And so the actors can help generate excitement with potential viewers for the movie. And then actors also contribute to marketing efforts, promotional efforts. They are there they partake in trailers, commercials. They give interviews, and oftentimes you have actors that have a very large fan base, and they tap into that fan base, generating excitement and all. And also, when you have actors that have goodwill, they also help transfer that goodwill of some sort to the movie that they're acting in. And then we can look at a case in point, the Barbie movie, huge success, 1.3 billion box office results, and then what some of that success can be attributed to the huge aggressive promotional efforts by the lead actors Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, and also the film, the toy maker Mattel.
Okay, so if we use The Flash as an example, giant bomb, can we tie that to Ezra Miller not being able to promote the film as he would have liked?
Well, partly, but we can't solely attribute it to Ezra Miller, right? Yes, there were controversies surrounding him. He had assault charges, pending burglary charges, all of that going on for him. And then, yes, you could say he was not there, but also, even if he was there, I don't think that a lot of people would have been excited to see him. Cancel culture is real.
Right.
It's something that is very rampant now. So that surrounding him, yes, that we can say that in a bit. But you also have issues such as the plot of the movie.
Okay.
It wasn't so great, even for fans of Flash comics.
Right.
They didn't exactly enjoy it. And you go to poor critic reviews, also based on the plot. And also look at it in terms of competition. Flash came out in the year that we had Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. At that point, or there was also competition with big superhero movies coming out in the same year. And also the marketing was not so great. They didn't do a great job in explaining to the audience the plot of the movie and also trying to get them to see why they should also watch the movie. The marketing wasn't also great.
Back to the strike. We understand an offer was made from the studios, but it was rejected. Yeah.
Yes.
So that it wasn't good enough. That the offer that they made.
No, according to for the unions, it wasn't good enough. The traditional TV producers under their body were offering 13% pay increase, which is the largest in over 35 years for writers. But they're asking for 2% of revenue stream, so it's
Right.
not. And then they also offered that the residuals will be higher and it will be for a longer period of time. They are offering that okay, there will be improvements to their healthcare plans, that they will be paying lower premiums and co-pays. But and also there's also two other offers centered on the use of AI and also dispute resolution. But the unions have said that the offer was not good enough for them. Some people say they're going to vote on it again, but for now it's still an impasse.
So we understand that Netflix and some of the streaming services could benefit from this impasse. How so?
So yes, they could benefit, but I think in the short term, medium term.
Yeah.
In the long term, there are other factors that will determine what will happen in the long term. Factors centered around the length of the strike and also the outcome of the negotiations. For now, Netflix is saying that they will be spending less on content this year because of the strike, and so we expect to see a higher free cash flow for them.
Yeah.
And also, for now, they have a lot of content on their shelves, and they get content from around the world. So for now, they are good in the short to medium term. But long term, the strike would definitely have an impact on them also.
All right, well, just a minute to go. I guess then, what's the outlook for the industry then? What does Hollywood look forward to, I guess, over the next months or so or longer?
So the outcome is uncertain right now because this is coming at a time when the industry is just recovering from the pandemic. You're having more people going to the cinemas, those small numbers. So it's a bit uncertain. But if this strike continues for longer than it has, we could possibly see the impact where we see lower revenues for the TV producers and also loss of jobs. But also looking at it, depending on the outcome of the strike, we could also see the movie producers, motion pictures, coming up, working on their business models, changing their business models, and also coming up with more original content from them. And then also with the outcome of the negotiations, it could be beneficial to the writers and the actors because if they get higher pay, they have better working conditions. So basically, we would be looking at the length of the strike and the outcome of the strike, of the negotiations. Right?
I hope they come to a resolution soon because the industry definitely is being affected. Thank you so much for the breakdown. Mayowa Apaflo, Senior Associate, Financial Derivatives Company Limited. Appreciate your time.